Hello everyone, welcome to KV Maths. Up to now, we have completed 7 parts of real numbers. And now, let's enter into the 8th part. Today, let's discuss 1.2.2 theorem in page number 8. The theorem is rational numbers and their decimal expansions. Decimal expansions. I have observed that many of them are not seeing the video full. Make sure watch it. Till now, we have discussed some properties of integers. How can you decide the preceding or the succeeding integers for a given integer? You might have recalled that the differences between an integer and its preceding or successive integer is 1. And by this property only, you might have decided required integers. Can you expect the numbers in between 0 and 1 or 1 and 2 etc.? And what are they called? They are called rational numbers. In class 9, you studied that rational numbers have either a terminating decimal expansion or a non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. In this session, we are going to consider a rational number, say p by q, where q not equals to 0, and explore exactly when the number p by q has terminating decimal expansion and when it has non-terminating repeating or recurring decimal expansion. We do so by considering certain examples. Okay, this is very important. In this session, we are going to consider a rational number. We know q means rational number. Say p by q, where q not equals to 0, and explore exactly when the number p by q has terminating decimal expansion and when it is non-terminating or recurring. Decimal expansion. Okay. In this session, we are going to consider rational number, say p by q, where q not equals to 0, and explore exactly when the number p by q has terminating decimal expansion and when it is non-terminating or recurring decimal expansion. And now let us try this with some examples. Suppose 0.375 is given, then you can write this in the form of P by Q as first write 375 by how many digits after point 1, 2, 3. So write 3 zeros and keep 1. That's it. It can be written as 375 by 1000. So after doing prime factorization, we get 375 equals to 3 into 5 cube. And after doing the prime factorization of 1000, we get 2 cube into 5 cube. Cube into 5 cube. Now after doing division, we get 5 cube. 5 cube will get cancelled. Then we get 3 by 2 cube. This is a terminating decimal. And let's do another one. Write 104 first. 104 and then keep divided by symbol and see how many digits are there after point. There are 2 digits. So keep 2 zeros and keep 1. That's it. So 104 can be written as 2 cube into 13 and 100 can be written as 2 square into 5 square. So after cancelling we get so 2 13s are 26 by 5 square. And third example 0.0875. Now write 875 because 0 has no value. And now see how many digits are there after point. 1, 2, 3, 4. So keep 4 zeros and keep 1 equals to 875 can be written as 5 cube into 7. So 5 cube into 7 by 10,000 can be written as 10 power 4 and 10 power 4 can be written as 2 power 4 into 5 power 4. Simple. Equals to, now divide 5 square, sorry 5 cube and here only 5 power 1. So it gives you 7 by 2 power 4 into 5. So another example is 12.5. So write 125 first and now see how many digits after point. There is only one digit, so keep only 1 0 and keep 1. So 525 can be written as 5 cube by 2 into 5. So after cancelling we get 5 square by 2. So by seeing all these, what did you conclude? By seeing all these, what did you observe? That is what there in theorem 1.3 you can see that let x be a rational number whose decimal expansion terminates. It is given that it is terminates. Then x can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p comma q are coprimes and the prime factorization of q is in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n, where n comma m are non-negative integers. So here you can observe that after expansion, if the denominator is in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n, that means suppose some x number is there, after expansion you get some numerator and some denominator. If the denominator is in the form 2 power m into 5 power n, then the fraction will be terminates, means it ends. So hope you understood. So I will give you one example. For example, let's take 3 by 8. In 3 by 8, denominator 8 can be written as 2 cube. So you will get it out that only 2 power m is there, then where is 5 power n? It is simple. 5 power 0. Take 5 power 0. 5 power 0 is 1. 2 cube into 1, 2 cube. Okay. So this decimal terminates. Let's check whether this decimal terminates or not. 8. 0.30. 8 threes are 24. Gives you 6.60. 8 sevens are 56. Gives 4.40. 8 fives are 40. If the denominator is 0, then the decimal is a terminating decimal. Okay, hope you understood. If you have any doubt, keep your doubt in comment. If the denominator is not in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n, then it is non-terminating repeating decimal. That is what there in theorem 1.5. Let x equals to p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is not in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n, where n and m are non-negative integers, then x has a decimal expansion which is non-terminating recurring decimal. Read theorem 1.4 and 1.5, those are very important. And now let's do exercise 1.3. In exercise 1.3, total 5 sums are there in first Roman. I will tell 3 sums. Do 2 sums as homework. Three by 8. That is what I have explained before. So 3 by, write 8 as 2 cube into 5 power 0. So it is a terminating decimal. Simple. And let's do second sum. Second sum is 229 by 400. So let us see whether 400 can be written in the form of 2 cube into 5 power 0 or not. Do prime factorization for 400. So 400 can be written as 2 power 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 power 4 into 5 square. So it is in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n. So it can be written as 229 by 2 power 4 into 5 square. So it is terminating. These are very tricky sums, very simple sums. And now let's do fourth sum. Fourth sum is given as 4 1 by 5. So convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. 5 4s are 20, 20 plus 1, 21 by 5. So simply it is there. So write 21 by 2 power 0 into 5 power 1. 2 power 0 is 1. Any number power 0 will be always 1. So 1 into 5 power 1, which is terminating decimal. I will tell fourth sum also. Fifth sum do by your own. Fourth sum 2 by 11. So 11 is a prime number. So we cannot find any co-primes for 11. So it can be written as 2 by 11 power 1. So it is non-terminating and repeating decimal. Simple, if the denominator is not in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n, then it is non-terminating repeating decimal. Do fifth sum by your own. And now let's do second sum. In second question it is given that without performing division, state whether the following rational numbers will have a terminating decimal form or a non-terminating decimal form. As I have explained you in theorem 1.5 and 1.4, very simple sums. 13 by 3125. So let's see 3125 is in the form of 2 power m into 5 power m or not. Do prime factorization. 5 6 are 30, 5 2s are 10, 5 5 is 25. 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 5 2s are 10, 5 5s. As you can see, 3125 can be written as 5 power 5 times. So 13 by 2 power 0 into 5 power 5. So it is terminating. Simply we can say that it is terminating. If you have any doubt, keep comment or join in the WhatsApp group. I'll give the link in the description. Second question, 11 by 12. Now let's see whether 12 can be written in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n or not. So do the prime factorization for 12. 2 6s are 12, 2 3s are 6, 3 1s are 3. So 12 can be written in the form of 2 square into 3 power 1. So 11 by into 3 power 1. It is stated that the denominator should be in the form of 2 power m into 5 power m, but it is in the form of 2 power m into 5 power, sorry, 2 power m into 3 power n. So this is non-terminating repeating decimal. So third sum, 64 by 455. 455 prime factorization gives 5 91s and 7 13s are 91 and 13 into 1. So 455 can be written as 5 into 7 into 13, but the denominator should be in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n. So this is also non-terminating decimal. Non-terminating repeating. Fourth sum is given like 15 by 1600. So 1600 can be written as 2 into 800, 400, 200, 100, 50, 10, 2 into 5. So 1600 equals to 2 power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 power 6 into 5 square. So it is in the form of 2 power m into 5 power n. So it is terminating decimal. Total 10 sums are there. I'll explain 5 sums and do 5 sums as homework. 29 by 343. Do the prime factorization for 343. But as you can observe that 343 cannot be divisible with 2 and 5 also. So it is also non-terminating repeating decimal. Very simple. Still 3 and 4 sums are there. I'll explain them in next video. Thank you for watching. Hope you understood the topic. If you haven't subscribed up to now, subscribe it and share it to your friends, and like, comment your doubts and suggestions. And if you haven't joined our WhatsApp group up to now, I'll give the link in the description. Join in it.